Now, quite a few people said that Jeb Bush didn't perform in what they call a flowing fashion last night. Maybe he came across as a little awkward. Roll some more Jeb Bush tape.
I was in Washington, Iowa, about 3 months ago, talking about how bad Washington, D.C. is. It was, get the kind of the, anyway, 12 million illegal immigrants to send them back, 500,000 a month, is just not possible. And if you're a moderate Islamist, you're not going to be able to survive either.
All right, there you had it. And joining us now is Ed Pozzuoli. He is the former co-chair of Jeb for governor back in Florida. Now, you're a Jeb guy, Ed. How do you respond to the fact that some people are indeed saying that Jeb was a little awkward last night? Your response to that?
I actually think he was funny. His response back to Donald Trump was actually very funny. But, you know, Stuart, I have to compliment Fox Business. They did a great job. This was a serious and substantive debate. And when we got to the substance, Jeb Bush shined. He understands the 4% growth plan he's laid out, tax reform, and he was the only one who talked about regulatory reform of basically every one of the 450,000 pages of new federal regulation that Obama's put in place.
Ed, you're right. In terms of substance, Jeb Bush has got it. But this is television, Ed. This is TV. You got to project, you got to flow, you got to be articulate, you got to make one-line points. And do you think Jeb did enough last night on television to reassure donors that he's in it, he can win it?
Well, I actually do, because I think the best line of the entire debate was about Hillary giving Obama an A and saying liberal policies may be the best Hillary can do, but it's not the best America can do. I think that was a big score for Jeb.
All right, the other side of the Florida coin is Marco Rubio. Do you think that he shone, and he did shine, I'm not sure which. Do you think that he did indeed shine last night, maybe at Jeb's expense?
No, I don't think at Jeb's expense, but I do think that Marco is a very articulate candidate. The real question for voters is going to be, okay, outside of a debate process, let's line up the experience of both men and which one do they have confidence in a crisis, who's had experience in actual governing, not just talking on the Senate floor.
Okay. Who do you think lost last night? I mean, I don't think there was necessarily a flat-out loser, but people, name the candidates who you think pulled back, sank in the public's estimation.
I thought John Kasich had not his best evening. I thought that his interruptions it wasn't the fact that he interrupted, it was the manner in which he did so, and the manner in which he got lost in some of his answers. The big bank question, I think, threw him. He really got lost in that question.
Carly Fiorina?
I think she did great.
No, do you think she's going to move up the ranks after last night?
I don't know, but, you know, she has been consistent with respect to her message about crony capitalism, about moving the power from Washington back to the people. I think she's got an excellent message, and she delivers it well. The one other comment I thought was a very bad comment was Donald Trump's comment. He had a relatively bad night substantively when he basically tried to admonish Carly for interrupting. I think that was very awkward. Talk about awkward moments. And when he talked about TPP, and Rand Paul sort of took him to the woodshed by telling him that China was not part of that treaty.
All right. Well, the next poll will show us if Trump slipped back a little. We'll be watching for that. Ed Pozzuoli, thanks very much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
Lots of news outside the debate and outside the markets. For example, developments from the University of Missouri. Instructors and students there protested on campus and attacked the freedom of the press. We have developments there, and they're good ones. Social networks like Facebook, they provide running commentary. They did last night during the debate. So who said what on Facebook? We'll tell you.